store og noe greier på hesten. Hvor mye plass er det egentlig? Det er en 200. Kvitte meg med noen piler, ass. Det er så mange av dem. Jeg blir søkkrik så fort jeg er i Guttenberg, liksom. Bare jeg setter foten inn døra, så er jeg millionær. Ok, så det var en liten sånn side questicle. Skal nå? Ja, nå er det hit. Begynner Janors. Sånn. Skal vente noe å drikke. Jager. Ja, jeg er fast travel faktisk. Ikke hver dag jeg gjør det, men. Bare så tett inn i skaven der. Når får vi mount en shroud, da? Ja, det er et godt spørsmål. Du sitter og gamer nå, du.
What are you doing creeping about in the dark, eh?
Ja. Følger med på unga, vet du.
Hey, what do you gapet? Fish face?
Well, I'm person, ja.
Dry Devil sent me. He's looking for you.
Tell him Janos busy.
Oh. All right, then.
Dority, I just pulling pistol. Get me out of here, brother. My neck on line, hey?
What's happened?
I was hungry. I want bite to eat. You understand, eh?
Best just continue, if you wouldn't mind.
I just look around for something. What happens? This cock-up come back. Everybody can shit himself. You too, no?
Who came back?
What I know? Some cunt. He's so crazy, he go for me. That's some crazy shit, no? What can I do, eh? I wag him a little bit. And now Bailey waiting to see if he die, and then I go swing.
Supposing I had a word with the bailiff.
You soft in head, eh? Where they will find you? You remind bailiff, he come hang me right away.
I need to speak to him anyway.
What do you expect from that? If the yokel don't get better, bailiff never let me go.
Maybe he'll let me try and treat that villager.
Yeah? You some kind of sawbones or what? Eh?
Sort of.
Good for you. Just don't fuck up, eh?
How can I get you out of here?
Wait until bailiff's henchmen fuck off, then pick lock.
All right. I'll try to pick it.
Quick! That fucking yokel die any moment to spite me.
I'll try to get you out of here.
Do it quick, Preboha! Before that spiteful cockle die, hey?
Ok. Snakk med bailiffen. Hvor er det han sitter da? Han er oppe her.
Master Bailiff, what's going to happen with that fella in the stocks?
I swear to God, if Loiza, the poor lad he almost killed, doesn't make it, I'll have that bastard hanged. A death for a death.
Loiza. He's the local who was wounded.
Wounded? That brute nearly sent him to eternity.
What exactly did Janos do to Loiza?
He slashed him with an axe, the murderer. Right in the stomach. He's got a deep, gaping wound there. Like a gate to hell. We don't have an apothecary or a sawbones here. The herbalist says he only has 2 more days left.
How about I treat this Loiza boy? Would you let Janos go free?
What do you care about him? Is he some pal of yours?
Oh, God, no. But I need him.
All right. If you heal Loiza and pay for that scoundrel, I'll let him go. But don't let him show his face around here again.
I'll go to see Loiza.
As you wish, but be careful. He's in a really bad shape.
Faen, jeg føler Henryen min på den playthroughen her er sånn Superman, ass. For han kan alt, liksom.
Hey, you can't walk around at night without a light.
Det er som Husania her nede.
Do you want me to arrest you? Light a torch. And lo, there was light. And he saw that it was...
Poor fella. He's barely breathing.
Altså, dauet.
That wound looked quite scary. But it's not so bad, really. It's deep, but it's clean, and it's not bleeding much. Maybe some potion will help him. If it was just a gash, he'd still breathe normally. That's all I can find out now. Janos broke his ribs with that strike. That's why it's so hard for him to breathe. First I have to treat the wound, and then I have to get something to help him breathe a little easier. Buck's blood potion, perhaps?
Ja, det har jeg, men jeg vet ikke om jeg har det på meg. Jeg har det på hesten. Scary. Går til en kjappere måte. Jeg burde egentlig bare bruke musa til det.
Greetings to you.
You look troubled. Is there anything I can help you with?
You're very kind, but I need someone who knows their way around a smithy. I need to get a few horseshoes made and deliver them. They were supposed to be done yesterday.
Well, why don't you ask the blacksmith? It's his job, after all.
It's not so simple. The horseshoes are for the soldiers camped on the hill, and my Marosh, well, he sees them as traitors who are conspiring with foreign scum.
I see. You don't agree?
Young fellow, if I was choosy about who I sell things to, I wouldn't have a groschen to my name. These are troubled times, and my husband doesn't understand that pride won't fill your stomach.
Oh, great. It just so happens I'm a blacksmith, and I'd be glad to help you.
Really? Well, then you've been sent from heaven.
So, how many of those horseshoes do you need?
Well, if you manage to make horseshoes for 2 horses, I'd be forever grateful to you. I'll pay, of course. Care now.
Easy, pray for him.
I'm gonna bandage you now. Hold on a moment. I'll give you Buck's blood. Here. Drink this.
Plutselig så er wounds hans borte. Pray for him. Spiritu Sancti.
Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Please grant Loisa a speedy recovery. He has done nothing wrong. He doesn't deserve to die yet. This I ask as your faithful servant. Intercede for him, Lord God, and your Son, Jesus Christ. May Loisa recover soon, and may he continue to serve the Lord as a good Christian. Well, that's done. It might take a while, but he should be back on his feet eventually.
Ok, så lage horseshoes. Smitten er på andre siden. Kommer jeg til den her, kanskje? Jeg har jo ikke det jeg trenger, tror jeg. Horseshoes. Det er bare farmers, så jeg trenger 3 scrap metal. Det finner jeg sikkert her et eller annet sted. Trenger jeg å fikse våpen nå? Han kan egentlig bare finne han blacksmithen og kjøpe noe av han, hvis han selger meg noe nå. Kanskje syke skills, ass. Main level, det er nice. Jeg prøver den da. Ekstra stammen da. Strength. Jeg tar den der stammen da, jeg tror. Nei, karisma. Ja. Hvorfor er det minus 6 nå? Tøff. Det er den, vet du. Alkoholik. Ja. Jeg dreper aldri ting fra horseback. Den der er syk. Dreaded Warrior, hva var det? Hva var den? Dreaded Warrior. Oi. De har vært med. Piercing arrow. Piercing ball. Her, vet du. Her har vi... Stjæler alt, det. 3 scrap metal, var det ikke det? Lager bare farmers. Men hesten har 4 bein, som er laget 8 stykker, eller holder det bare å lage 2? Så ser jeg det. Den der potion blender meg, ass. Nighthawk potion.
heat it up again. It needs heat. It's cold.
Jeg ser jo ikke ordentlig hvordan den ser ut, hvor varm den er, liksom.
I should heat it up again.
Nei.
Well, I've got half finished. Oh, this is useless. It's cold.
Jeg liker egentlig ikke den Nighthawk Potion, ass. Det er sånn, det er nice for litte grann, liksom, og så bare blir det helt sånn her. Synet blir liksom... Ok, så jeg trenger bare lage 2, ja. Jeg hjelper dem med en ting og stjeler alt fra dem, liksom. Uff.
It needs heat. It's cold.
Det er sikkert bare ett slag, så er den ferdig. Ja, det var et par slag. Martha.
Here are those horseshoes. 2 sets, just as we agreed.
Let's see them then. These will do just fine. Such a young, hard-working, talented fella you are. Too bad I'm not a few years younger.
You mentioned something about payment?
Here you go. You won't buy a castle for it, but good work calls for good pay. Now, someone just needs to bring the horseshoes to Victoria. Would you do that for me? This backache of mine.
Who's this Victoria?
A girl from the village. She's a bit different. But deep down, a good girl.
Different? What do you mean?
She's had a hard life. Her husband died of the plague a while back, and now she's all alone. She does odd jobs for the villagers here to make a living. Sometimes I send her up to the soldiers with our goods. Why would I drag myself up that hill when she's got young legs and likes going up there anyway?
Fine. Which house does she live in?
It's not far at all. Just cross the stream and you're there. Later, my friend.
Mye plass har vi på hesten nå. Fortsatt mye, ass. Det er det jeg skal ta med. Ja, jeg bare hiver frem alle disse herbs, ass. Bare ikke så mye. Spaden kan jeg egentlig ha på hesten. Det der sånn trenger jeg ikke. Oi.
I heard they're gonna cut down the old oak tree.
Først stikke og snakke med bailiffen da. Ok, hun bor her. Så jeg går sånn.
Victoria, I bought you horseshoes from Martha. Victoria? You here?
What?
Christ, so much blood. What happened here? I have to tell Martha.
Blod og sverd. Kniv.
Oregano, parsley leaves, and... But those are the herbs midwives collect. In such quantity, these herbs would do more harm than good.
God grant you health.
I brought Victoria those horseshoes, and... I think something's happened to her.
What? What do you mean?
The house was empty, and in the hearth room next to the bed, I found a puddle of blood. It hadn't even dried yet.
Jesus Christ! What if she's been... No!
Well, it might not be too late. Do you have any idea where she could be?
I don't know. Really? Oh, how horrible!
Did Victoria have problems with anyone from the village? Did anyone want to hurt her?
No, definitely not. Good God, she was... I mean, she is a good girl. Although,
Can you think of anyone?
sometimes there's talk about how she lives alone and how she makes her living.
Why would anyone be bothered about how Victoria makes her living? As long as she's not stealing, she can do whatever she wants, right?
Well, not everyone was happy that she brings our goods up to the camp. Once, someone even drew something very ugly on our door because of it. But what's that poor girl supposed to do without a man? There's a war, and we all need to make a living somehow.
Who did she go and see at the camp? Who might know more about her?
Mainly their blacksmith. She brings goods up there every 2 or 3 days. He's certain to remember her. So tell them at the gate that you're bringing something from the smithy. They'll let you in.
Who's bothered by her living alone? Whose business is that?
Things are a little different, you see. She lost her husband some time ago. A young widow, actually. A pretty young widow. Naturally, a few fellas were fawning over her. There was one in particular, but he got the boot, just like all the others. But he'd never hurt her. He might be a loudmouth, but he's harmless.
Who's this mystery man, then?
I won't say. If word got out that I accused someone, we might as well just close up shop here.
Well, I'm not about to go blabbing about it in the tavern. I just need to know where to start looking for Victoria.
Fine. But you didn't hear this from me. Farmer Kuba was pretty keen on her. And he wasn't going to give up easy. Last time, he tried to flatter her by giving her a headscarf. But Victoria knew it had belonged to his dead wife. So she told him to sod off. The whole village was laughing at him. He's a bitter old man. But would he hurt her? I don't think so.
Huh? Jealousy's a powerful thing, though.
Well, that's true, too. So go and ask him yourself. He lives with his children and his housekeeper in that big house behind the smithy. He's always wearing a bright red coat and a hat with a feather in it. You're certain not to miss him, but not a peep about what I told you.
Don't worry. I'll take that secret to the grave. I found these herbs. They were on the ground next to the bloodstains.
At first glance, they don't look anything special, but I'm no herb expert. Try and ask some herbalist.
I know these herbs. Pennyroyal, oregano, and parsley. Does that ring any bells for you?
No. Should it?
Midwives make a decoction out of them. They call it, an abortive.
Christ! Victoria was with child.
It seems that way. And I reckon she wasn't happy about it. Is there anything else you can think of before I go?
I've already told you everything I know. Now hurry up!
Damn. Ja, det går bra. Det må være et gjerde som det.
Did you hear who died?
I thought it was old Bart, but then I heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard again today.
Not a chance. Who is it? You've no business here.
What?
Leave, or I'll call the guards.
Let me.
What was that?
Er det en tavern her, eller? Her er det tavern. Hva er klokka egentlig? Åh, da er det bare vent litt.
That's right.
Ja, plutselig er den der, liksom. Det må jo være det.
Blessed
Crackling flatbread.
Good morning, lad.
You're Cuba, the farmer, right?
Aye, I am. What do you want?
I'm looking for Victoria. I thought you might know where to find her.
Why should I, of all people, know?
Victoria's not at home or anywhere else in the village. She's vanished.
A pity.
Would you happen to know anything about that?
Huh. Maybe she moved to the camp on the hill for good. She was hanging around with them soldiers. Maybe she's doing it with them cumin bastards too. So they decided to keep her up there.
You can't be serious. She could be injured somewhere, or even worse. And you're glad?
What goes around comes around. I have a clean conscience. To hell with that silly goose.
Why don't you just admit the girl was a real thorn in your side? And that you were jealous as hell. An old dog wanted some young meat that ended up with a nibble, eh?
Listen, you prick. What the fuck are you trying on me? Who the hell do you think you are? You'd better take that back while you still have teeth.
You're pissed off that she preferred someone else over you, eh? You waited for her, and...
Enough! You've been asking for a beating, so here it comes. I'll show you. Mercy, spare me!
So, had enough already?
Yeah. Just leave me alone now. And I really don't know anything about Victoria. Maybe she just decided village life wasn't for her, so she took off with her soldier.
What soldier? You telling me this now?
I heard someone came across her up there in the forest while she was having a rendezvous with some fella from the camp. But I really don't know anything else.
All right. I'll ask in the camp then.
The camp. Jeg vil snakke med Bailey for først da, før jeg glemmer det. Bailey von Haren nå. Åh.
I've already treated Loisa. He'll be all right.
Really? Well, it's true he's looking a little better now. He has a healthier color and all.
So everything worked out well. Can you let Janos go free?
Well, all right. But pay up first. Loisa needs something to live on while he's recovering. Think of it as compensation.
I'll pay right away.
Sure.
There you go. Now you can set him free.
Here's the key to the pillory. It's better if you free him yourself. I don't want him spitting on my boots.
Smart.
What'll it be this fine morning?
What's going on around here?
It's a pity you weren't here earlier. There was a fight.
Some drunks had a fight.
No, that's just the point. A bunch of brutes laid into a lad. I think they were after him. If I hadn't called the bailiff, he could have ended up a lot worse.
And who was the lad?
A hired hand from Visoka, a village up the hill. I think his name is Pavel.
And you don't know why they beat him up?
You'll have to ask him yourself. He wouldn't tell me anything. He acted like nothing had happened.
And what was the lad's name? Pavel?
Yes, Pavel. He's a hired hand in Visoka.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. Anything else?
There are also bands of vagrants wandering around here, so something will definitely happen sooner or later.
Right here?
Not yet, but people are already afraid to stick their noses out at night, especially after that fight with those blokes from Prague.
What happened?
They were acting like they owned the place, drinking and eating like pigs. Our lads told them politely to take a walk. And they did too. But not before beating our lads up like dogs. And what did the bailiff do? Not a thing. He's an old yellow belly. So now the lads are practicing fighting with their bare hands, so it won't happen again. All in secret, of course. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
Can I fight too?
Could I take part in these fights too?
But of course. My son runs them. He's the strongest one here, and he loves to brag about it. I can't listen to it anymore. If you beat that lout, I'll give you something on the tavern's tab. What do you say?
Sure.
Why not try it? I'm in. We can start right away.
They meet in the pen behind the inn, so they won't be seen. Tell them I sent you, but don't let the bailiff catch you. He'd give you a hard time, and me too.
Thanks. Can I spend the night? I'll pay you.
Forgive me, sir.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. I hope that'll...
Thank
Da
you.
har jeg et sted å sove, liksom, hvis jeg trenger det.
What's going on around here?
I haven't heard, and you won't find any...
Ok. Sånn. Fikk å fighte litt.
Having a young buck like him, paying attention to her. But don't you worry, I'll teach her a lesson too.
What does the innkeeper say about these fights of yours?
Not much. Why do you ask?
He's afraid you'll get into trouble. You beat the wrong bloke just once, and that's it.
What do you know about it?
I once fought with a nobleman.
No bloody way. And how did you enjoy the pillory? Did they give you a proper whipping?
I swear, it's true. And the punishment I got was far worse. I'm still acting as a squire for that whelp.
At least you have a story to tell in the tavern. Not everyone can boast that.
Why the long face?
Careful.
I've just got...
I heard about the local fight club. You're one of the members, aren't you?
If you have to ask. But if you don't plan on taking part, don't even ask. We don't need any gawkers.
Who said I'm a gawker? I signed up with the innkeeper. I'll beat you one by one and leave you in a pile. You'll see.
That may be so, but you'll have to beat me first.
Han er drunk.
Should we go and bash each other's teeth in?
Why wouldn't we? How about a little wager to spice things up, eh?
That sounds good. Here you are.
Now that's more interesting. So, on guard!
There's no escape!
Det er ett slag.
Well, you surprised me.
It was a good fight. Thanks for it.
You gave me a proper thrashing. But Pascal will straighten you out. You deserve this, though. All right?
You know it. Thanks.
Ett slag, så var det over. Er det Pascal eller han der? Nei. Han der.
Should we fight?
That's why you're here, isn't it? Now we just need to bet.
Here it is.
Thanks. Now let's see some teeth flying.
Er for strong.
Well, I can see I'm better off use at the forge.
Oh, come on. You're strong. The rest can be learned.
Damn. Seems I lost my winnings somewhere. I'm sorry, I can't give you all you won.
Are you afraid?
What brought you to fighting?
Well, I don't rightly know. It seems better than drinking or whoring around to me.
Why do I get the feeling your heart's not really into these fights?
It's true. Marcus says we're doing this so we defend ourselves, in case someone came around causing problems. But it seems to me he's doing it more for fun and money from the bets.
Oh, so girls and drinking aren't your thing?
Not.
The bailiff doesn't like the fighting much. Why didn't you just stop fighting?
I'd stop going right away. But Marcus always drags us into it. And if someone doesn't feel like it, he tells everyone what a chicken he is.
Oh, you're just asking for trouble.
Do you think so? Try to tell Marcus that. It's all his idea anyway.
Okay, are they Marcus?
Should we fight?
No need to ask twice. And how about a bet? What do you say?
I agree. Here you go.
I'll take it. Now say a prayer, and let's get at it.
Oi, han har litt triks.
Like that, eh?
escape!
You're boring me. Try a little. Do it! Come and get it. Surprise! Come
Han
and
er
get
litt
it.
god, han der. Jeg føler ikke at det der war-skriket hjelper deg.
Come and get it.
Victory awaits!
Good fight. Where'd you learn that?
I learn from experience. It hurts, sometimes a lot. But it keeps you on your toes at least.
Aye.
Å, bra fight,
I get you. I concede. Here you go. And don't forget to go and see Father. He always has some kind of reward for the best fighter.
Alle gjemmer seg i buskene der, eller?
How can I help you, sir?
I defeated your fighters.
I heard. Your reward is well deserved. Oh, and by the way, the hired hands in Horshan also enjoy similar pastimes. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard there's some dive in Kuttenberg where people batter each other, just for coin. Disgraceful.
I agree. Maybe I'll see it with my own two eyes someday. What's going on around here?
I haven't, and you...
Okay. Talk to the bailiff. Det har jeg gjort. Er det noe mer jeg kan gjøre her da?
Greetings.
Not your day, eh?
Ja, han skal liksom være i stokken, men han har ikke plass.
How's it going? I expect that's not very comfortable on your back.
What are you doing?
What do you think you're doing?
Hey,
letting
easy,
a prisoner go?
easy.
You'll be put in the stocks
The bailiff is
yourself
letting
for
you
that.
go.
Give up!
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
Did you think you did it? Not a chance.
How dare you accuse me like that? Like some ordinary peasant. Do you have any idea who I am?
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this.
How you did that? Hey?
I healed that poor wretch that you battered. So the bailiff is letting you go.
All right. Thank you, fella.
You can thank the devil and Zizka. They sent me for you.
Devil? How he get free, hey? Last I know, he rotting in chains.
Me, Kubienka, and Zizka freed him.
Zizka, that mad bastard here? Now that is something to look forward to. And what about Eder? You find him too?
He's in the Devil's Den already. He nearly got hanged in a neighboring village.
Him too? What did Polish fucker do this time?
It seems he was, playing hide the sausage with the Pshitaki butcher's wife. And the butcher wasn't too forgiving.
Ah, typical of him, to get hanged for some wench. Well, anyway, I will go now. We meet there.
Hold on. I had to buy your freedom.
You wanted back? You fucked in the head. Hey, where I get coin? In fucking stocks? But, you know, I got something for you much better. What do you say to my sausage? Eh?
What are you blabbering about? What sausage?
Proper one. Full of goodness. Maybe not smell so good, but taste good when you hold nose.
Tell me you're talking about food,
Please tell me you're talking about food.
Yeah, I talk about sausage. What else? Janos's sausage. Ah, I see. You think I means big, huge salami in my hose, eh? He's not for just anybody. Me? I am decent Christian.
I'll take it.
You will not be sorry. Come back when it is nice and firm. It melt in your mouth. You see.
Firm? Well, all right.
I go now. I cannot wait to meet them crazy fuckers.
We'll meet at the Devil's Den.
I hope. We got things to drink to. Shame there is no hops growing here.
Ja. Men da er vi ferdig for nå i Skill Teacher. Where is Skill Teacher? Og det er Janos, ja.
You told me to come back for...
No, I come back.
Ah, ok. Mad Beekeeper. Den må jeg sjekke ut. Jeg sjekker. Bailiffen sa jo at jeg kunne sette den løs, liksom.
I hear a certain Matthew has been rampaging round here.
Oh.
Do you mean Matthew the Collector?
Unless there are other Matthews around, it's probably him.
Aye, he's been giving us trouble for a while now. If times weren't so bad, he'd be on the gallows by now. But what can we, ordinary peasants, do against a bunch of bandits? But as they say, misfortunes never come lightly. When there's bullshit, there's a lot of it.
Where does Matthew the Collector rob people most often?
He has already robbed several traders on the roads between our village and the Suchdol fortress. You'd better avoid those places. Although, there is a bounty on Matthew, if you dare. Not too measly, actually.
I'd be happy to help. The likes of him belong behind bars or in the pillory.
Or the gallows. Listen then. Besides the fact that Matthew robs traveling merchants, he also has something much more valuable. If you can bring it to me, you'll get your reward.
You didn't mention anything about this before.
I'm telling you about it now. Take it or leave it.
What precious thing can a bandit like him have in his possession?
Here's the thing. Not long ago, a certain master illuminator was passing through. An interesting man, honored guest. I gave him lodging and food at my house and asked him a few questions. He said he was delivering a book to Sedlets, for which he had been asked to make I mean pictures. He was very careful with it and kept it close the entire time. He left at dawn the next day.
And what happened then?
They found him dead by the wagon he arrived in, which was burnt. The book had vanished into thin air. If Matthew's involved, and I bet he is, he must still have the book.
Bare skrive ned noe her. Så jeg vet hvor det her er. Se om det er noe bra.
Where does Matthew the Collector rob people most often?
Were you not listening to me? Some...
Ok. Skal vi se da. Ok, så det er her han Matthew er. Hva var det her da? Ah, ok. Så jeg gjør den her først da. Finner Matthew. Da føler jeg at jeg må ta på meg Night-klærne mine.
Whoa! Go! Go!
Someone's been shot.
Burde egentlig jakte litt også når jeg er i skaven der, skaffe en dyr, fordi bikkja har ikke fått mat på 100 år. Lurer på hvordan loyalty han har egentlig. 4, veldig lav bygging. That ain't good.
Quick!
If Matthew is rampaging round here, this could be his work.
Jeg trenger litt healing her. Kanskje måtte man ha gått denne veien.
I think I'm on the right track.
Noen som prater her borte.
That's ready in no time, and it's quite filling.
Praise be Jesus Christ, young man. I'm sorry to bother you, but I must stop you for a moment. Can I have a word?
What do you want from me?
I'm the Royal Collector, and I want you to pay your duty.
What duty?
The King's duty. Now come here and don't delay. What are you still waiting for? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Matthew, the King's chief customs collector. I collect dues on trading routes.
Ah, I've been looking for you.
Is that so? Why would that be?
The Dry Devil sent me.
That old bastard is still alive. I thought he'd been executed a long time ago.
He's free again, thanks to us. He's getting his old band together, so they sent me looking for you.
That's so very sweet of him. So he whistles and I should come running to him like a good boy.
So, you don't want to come back then?
For the record, I have nothing against the devil, but I don't want to stick my neck out for fuck all anymore. I'm doing well for myself as my own master. The past is past.
Don't you miss the Devil's Pack? Kubienka is still talking about the old days.
I like to think of them sometimes too, but I don't miss them. None of them really know why they're with the devil anyway. Most of them just don't have anything else to do. If the devil reigned, they would just drink themselves to death or kill each other. At least I know what I want.
And you're content with robbing poor souls by the road?
Ah, you are quite wrong there. I'm a customs collector, and it's still better than being with the devil.
The devil and Zizka have a higher purpose. We fight for our rightful king.
How? Like capturing nobles and them demanding money for their release? We gutted their people, and they gutted us. But only the devil got the money and the glory. What the fuck is noble about that?
You don't understand. How could you? The devil is a nobleman. Things are dealt with differently by them.
That's rich coming from you. Anyway, you can tell the devil that I thank him for his offer, but after careful consideration, I'm choosing to be a free tradesman.
Well, all right.
Since you're already here, did you pay the duty?
What are you talking about? What duty?
What do you think? To the king! I am His Majesty's Chief Customs Collector.
Aye, and I'm Emperor Charles.
So where's the payment? A royal customs collector's time is precious.
What customs collector? You're just a bandit.
Peace all difference. Those who have, give. Those who don't, take. Cough up!
I'm not giving you anything.
We'll take it ourselves then.
That's a very poor decision. Have you grown tired of living?
You don't know who you're dealing with.
I could say the same thing.
Fuck! You know what? Forget it.
Happily.
I'm not heartless either. Just so you know. If you want to learn something for the right price, I'll teach you.
All right. How can I find you?
We camp in the woods by the hill near Visoka. It will probably take you a while to find us first. Now get out of here. And give my regards to the devil. Or maybe not.
Okay, så han kan lære meg noe.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Ooh.
If you're good with a bow, I'd like to learn.
I'll tell you some interesting things.
Han der nice å ha, da. Jeg skal bruke opp alle pengene mine, og så skal jeg slakte den, tenker jeg. Hvis ikke han gir meg boka, da.
I'd like to learn.
What is this about?
Heavy wet.
I hope you can tell me how to...
I'll tell you.
I'd like to learn...
What are you...
I'd like to...
I'll tell you.
Jeg trenger ikke sneaking og sånn.
What are you...
Eller thievery trenger jeg ikke, og ikke sword eller.
I'd like to learn...
I'll tell you some...
Sånn, vent da. Åja, det er en bok der.
I heard you stole a rare manuscript for Sedlet's monastery.
Perhaps. And why'd you ask? Might you be interested in it?
I just might.
It will not be cheap.
You want a little too much.
Go steal some more, or you'll get nothing.
Where did that come from?
Look at that. Oh. Løp.
I've been waiting for you!
Show your stuff!
I feel quite hungry!
Ha! Fuck you!
Åh, det var mange, ass.
Show what you're made of!
Au. Han har noen triks, ass.
I've been waiting for you.
By God's will, die!
name! In God's name! There's no escape! Christ! By God's will, die!
Blødder. Har du alle pengene mine nå, eller? Han har alle pengene mine. Genialt, ass. Det er litt kjipt at det ikke går an å få han til å bli med i gjengen, da. Sånn. Det var det. Er det han her som skal ha boka? Bare ferskjell det litt, ass. Small camper road, few logs, blah blah blah, and wait for he nods greeting. Okay, let's check it out.
Huh? Hey there!
Fear not. I'm neither a bandit nor a customs officer.
Guten Tag. Tuchhändler Elbel Spangos at your service. Yeah, it is hard to know with whom one has the honor in this day. Bohemia is all one big keg of pulverfass. Light a fuse and it will blow.
I see you've come prepared then. Hired some tough-looking companions, eh?
Oh, I had to. It is a long way from Hirschberg to Prague. Es war teuer, but I was not going to imperil the Geschäft of a lifetime.
Hirschberg, you say? Never heard of it.
Also hör mal. Where are you from that you do not know our Hirschberg? The town of great wealth and fame in Silesia.
Silesia? Well, that's a really long journey you're on, Spangus.
You see, I am depending on this Geschäft to finally get me out of debt.
Well, I don't envy your debts, but you're a merchant. You can spin gold out of thin air, can't you?
Ach, Junge, if only I could. Aber ich bin nah dran. I'm so close. Erst, I experimented with dyeing cloth. But then I got distracted by transmutating the gold.
Are you crazy? It's impossible to make gold out of air, is it not?
Nein, out of air, but out of mercury, lead and anderen Metallen. It is actually quite possible.
Spare me your witchcraft.
Wie auch immer. I won't try to convince you.
Have you got things to sell, Spangus?
Ja, bitte
Jeg skulle
schön.
valgt den andre dialog-option. Jeg vet ikke om det hadde skjedd noe mer da. Bøker er alltid bra. Executioner's Axe. Horseman. Nei, det er sikkert bare dritt. Må sjekke ut Executioner's Axe, ass. Ok. Er det noe jeg kan selge da, ja? Low, but also inconspicuous. Jeg tror ikke jeg trenger den. Den kan være nice, den er nice, den er nice. Da var det dritt. Jeg kommer bare til å spille sånn gold-greier, tror jeg, eller silver, så jeg bare selger alle de der greiene her.
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
Oppi. Jeg har lyst til å finne en blacksmith, egentlig, ass. Er det en blacksmith? Det er ikke en blacksmith her, eller er det... Jo, smithy.
Quick!
Må bruke triksa.
Go! Go!
And a disgusting
There now.
man in all ways. Gather round! Come and take a look. This shameless wretch likes to expose himself to women and pleasure himself. He would lie in wait for his poor victims in out-of-the-way places like meadows or by the pond. For
You've
he
got
knew
nothing on
full
me.
well that his disgraceful behavior would earn him a punch on the nose. But he was just as afraid of women as he was of men. So he only chose women who were alone as his victims. He may not have physically assaulted them, but punishment awaits him all the same. He'll be whipped for his lewd acts and be left to suffer in the pillory for several days. Keep an eye out for lunatics and deviants like him. God's law and the law of the land apply to everyone.
You ought to be ashamed, you scoundrel! This horse must have cost a pretty groschen.
Not your day, eh? What did you do?
Nothing.
Really?
Were you expecting a different answer?
How's it going? I expect that's not very comfortable on your back.
Fuck my back. I can hardly feel it anymore. But recently some joker passed by and put without punishment. So you don't end up here too. That's a load of shit.
Bailiffen ligger seg I tavern, ass.
God be with you.
Her er han.
Good day. Greetings to you too.
I have the book the collector stole.
Lad, you have no idea how happy you just made me. And what about the collector? Do I understand correctly that he is taken care of?
Yes. The collector is dead, and his band broken up. The villagers have nothing to fear now.
Oh, if it were only that easy. But thanks, lad. They'll certainly sleep better now. And about that reward. Here are the groschen promised from the monastery. And I've added a little from my own pocket for taking care of that scoundrel.
Thank you, bailiff.
Ja. Så mye, man. Litt.
One there!
Cool. Bare snakke med innkeeperen
How can I help you?
for å høre om det noen news. Sånn her, han, eller? Ja.
What will it be?
What's going on around here?
I haven't heard about anything, and you won't find any...
Smithy. Oi, det laundry? Det litt nice.
Oh, I can't go any further. It's too deep.
Så. Regn. Smithin var her, den, tror jeg. Sjekke ut hva jeg trenger for den Executioner's Axe, eller om den bra I det hele tatt. Jeg må kanskje lese greia først. Sånn. Oi, Horseman Pick. Den er jo gæren, jeg trodde det bare var noe drit, ja. Lager begge de to, bare for moro skyld. 2 iron, nei, 4 iron, en Frankfurt, en festning, mens... Okay.
How can I help?
I'll have a look at the web.
Hvor mye penger han har? 0. Fordi jeg har kjøpt han allerede. Og en sånn. Tror det var en sånn. Bare 4 iron.
Thank you, sir.
Ikke det?
And come again.
Ja, altså Toledo Steel.
Stop that whistling. You're behaving like a child.
Where's my horse? I need something from you. Vi gjør sånn. Litt bedre. Der.
My respects.
Get Smith. Executioners først. Lager jo level 4 greier, så det kan at det er ganske sjukt. Jeg burde også bruke sånn Fox, jeg burde lage mange sånne Fox-greier. Fox Potions, fordi jeg får tydeligvis 20% mer XP for alt sammen. Når jeg bruker det. Dette tror jeg også er en sånn der greie jeg kan feile på. Uten opp litt.
What a day.
It's almost finished. Now we just have to temper it.
Nice. Ingen warnings heller. Det er bra. Ikke har så mye å si. Så lenge det finner seg. Og sånne ting jeg merker at det alltid, så langt så er det alltid den andre gangen hvis du lager 2 ting da. Andre gangen du putter den ned i bøtta, så er det ikke noe røyk. Vi får se om det gjelder nå. Bugs, ass. Den gærningen der. Hvordan er den? Det er 128,64. Ja, den er bare bedre. Eller den har faktisk lavere blønt, da. Det går bra. Og varmen opp allerede, ass. Alltid første gang du slår, og så kommer ikke noen gnister. Jeg vet at du har spilt mye i det spillet her, altså, når du begynner å legge vekt på sånne ting, liksom. Det er ikke noe røyk. Ikke noe flammer. Akkurat det jeg sa. Se. Begge to er mye bedre enn den jeg har nå. Se når sharpner den. Den er 108 nå. Litt sjuk X.
All right, go.
Har nå 114. Det er nesten like bra som den her, og den her er bare på 55 også. Ok, den her ser gærne ut.
That should do it.
Og ble han ferdig så fort, liksom? Alright. There we have it, folks.
What are you here for?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Lurer bare på hvor mye jeg kan selge de tingene der for. Og ikke sånn at det var så mye, ass. Det er bedre å bare lute enn å lage... Altså, det er bedre å bare drepe banditter og lute dem. Jeg føler du tjener penger fortere sånn enn hvis du sitter og lager ting hele tiden. Det er ikke noe blacksmith job jeg kommer til å drive med. Jeg har på pouch her nå, så da skal jeg tydeligvis kunne gjøre et eller annet der. Saver snap. Place in pouch. Marigold. Place in pouch. Men det er bare én som går i pouchen. Henry's Fox. Hvordan fungerer det da? Det er litt sjukt da. Look at this beauty.
My God, looks like a bloody expensive horse.
Det er litt sjukt da, det er akkurat den samme hesten som de kalte for nag før i tida. Det var han der mad beekeeperen jeg skulle sjekke ut. Er han mad som sint, eller er han mad som gæren?
What's that? Those are my bees. Get lost. Get away. Those are my bees. Clear off. Those are my bees. Leave my bees alone.
Hva faen?
The bees are mine. Mine alone.
Gærning, ass. Vi må sjekke hva han har i kista, da. Kan han ligge oppå de råttene eplene sine? «128 honning, liksom. Yeah, he's a crazy feller. Hva er det her, da? Try talk to the dry devil. Men jeg har jo ting her, da. Ja, det er en campen. Og så er det også et mission der jeg ikke gjorde i sted. Hva med Raven Village? Hvor mye penger har jeg egentlig? 2000. Håper det er nok.
Quick! Quick!
Ja, for jeg leter etter Victoria, det er det det bare. Jeg gikk inn på rommet hennes, og så var det kniv og blod og sånn.
Go! Quick!
That ain't good.
Go!
Så var det det og jeg skulle skaffe noe kjøtt til den bikkja. Kanskje jeg bare kjøper det. Vi får se.
Whoa!
Okay. Journal. Merchants at Signy's camp. I should ask about her there. Merchants. Så det er bare alle disse her Smithiene. Nå er det å sjekke ut hva det er for noe.
May God give you health, sir.
The washing's only going to get wet again.
Er det han der?
Good day to you.
Well, I'm here. Should we go then?
I'm glad to hear it. But it's too late now, it's getting dark. Come back tomorrow. The sooner the better. We'll leave before noon, otherwise we'd only be in a rush.
Ok, så det er han med raid-greiene, vet du.
God bless you, sir.
Would you help me out? I'm looking for someone.
That depends. Who are you looking for?
Victoria, a girl from Miskovitz. They send her up here with goods from the smithy.
You'll have to ask the blacksmith. The smithy is opposite the entrance in the up. If you don't
Ah,
see
jeg vet
it,
hvor den er.
you'll hear it.
Thanks a lot.
I'll be with you.
I know where it is. Here it is.
What do you need, sir?
Does the name Victoria mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
She's a girl from Miskovitz. I heard she comes up here to sell things.
Ah, I know who you mean. Aye. There's a girl who shows up here every now and again. I'm no good with names, but Victoria sounds familiar.
Who did she know best around here?
She got along with the merchants, but I'd say she fancied Black the most.
A
soldier from the provisioning unit. I'd say her business dealings were more of an excuse to meet with him.
Where can I find this soldier Black?
He's lying in the infirmary. He's got gut ache, and you can hear him howling halfway across the camp.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
Jeg var jo her og slo han i duellen for ikke så lenge
Show me your way.
Han har fortsatt ikke restocka, liksom. Jeg var her akkurat og solgte ting i sted. Oi.
Ninja siia, Tenjo Borult!
No great loss. It wasn't that
Aye.
bad.
Me one. Coming right up.
Infirmary. Det her.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard. Are you the one they call Black?
Aye. But more like green just now.
But I need to talk to you.
And I need something for the pain. Can't you see I'm barely breathing here? Carver, I feel like I'll burst.
Tell me exactly what's wrong with you.
My belly hurts. It's killing me.
Er det ikke han samme,
It's as if I'll burst at any moment, or give birth to a calf. It's from the fucking pig swill they give us to eat here.
Maybe. Does it hurt when I press here?
Yes! I feel it here. Here. Oh!
It's no wonder. Your stomach's blown up like a bellows. You must have eaten something really bad.
We put some mushrooms someone found in the woods into the stew. Oh,
Jeg har det jeg trenger, tror jeg.
fuck.
Ja, han har food poisoning.
It's obvious. You've eaten poisonous mushrooms. If you want relief, you need an antidote. The sooner the better.
But I can barely move. Oh, please. Bring it here to me.
I have something for you that should work. Drink it.
Ja, ok, jeg hadde den på meg. Jeg trodde kanskje den var på hesten.
Thank you. Oh, I can feel it bubbling and gurgling inside me.
Well, are you better now?
Not yet.
No. To look at you, I'd say you're as fit as a fiddle. You're not as white as you were, Black.
I still feel like I got run over by a team of oxen, though. It'll be all right once I get a good meal in me. So, What did you want?
It's about Victoria, the girl from Miskovitz.
Christ almighty. That woman won't leave me alone. Now she sent someone to try and change my mind?
Well, I didn't come to change your mind. Why would I do that?
Well, she's tried practically everything. Complaining, screeching, threats, tears. But none of it worked.
And what was she trying to achieve?
Look, we had a bit of fun once or twice. But that was it. She just didn't get it.
Victoria's missing. Her house is empty, and no one knows where she's gone.
What do you mean she's missing? Wait. Seriously?
As if the earth opened up and swallowed her. Seeing as you two used to meet up, you might have some idea where to look for her.
She didn't tell anyone? Not even the blacksmith's wife?
I found a knife and a pool of blood on the floor.
I didn't do anything to her. You saw with your own eyes how sick I was.
You didn't do anything to her? Do you mean besides having a bit of fun and then shitting all over her?
Do you think she did something to herself?
If that was her blood, she's in serious trouble.
Good God in heaven.
Well, I think Victoria is pregnant, but she doesn't want to keep the child. I found some herbs at her house that are used for getting rid of a baby.
My God. I thought she was making it up about the baby. You know, to get me to...
I don't think she was lying. That would be one coincidence too many.
But those herbs... She can't do that.
That's all I found out.
She often said she didn't know what she'd do if I left. But I thought it was just the kind of thing girls say.
But what were you expecting? She's already in a tough situation, and you just made it worse. Get off your ass and do something.
I can't just prance right out of the camp. Unlike you. Not far from here to the east, there's a spot we used to meet. A small clearing in the forest, where there's a pair of big birches. She might be there.
Good. I'll look there. But I'm doing it for her, not for you. Got it?
I know. But bring her a message from me. Tell her I promise to take care of her. And the little one. We'll manage somehow.
Good guy.
But I won't leave her all alone.
Well, how are you going to do that? You're a soldier in the service of the Crown. The army can pack up and move somewhere else at any moment.
She could be here. There's nothing keeping her in the village. She'd find work here. I'd make sure she had a good life.
All right. If I find her, I'll try and convince her.
Det er jo litt kjipt, da, for det er fienden sin camp. Og det er godt mulig jeg skal slay en del av disse her, så det er litt kjipt å sette hun inn her, men det er greit, det. Ok, da er inni her. Ain't no thing. Alle rundt meg nå er enemies, liksom.
My respects.
Jeg digger at den løper så fort.
Prague teaches us. Priests wallow in gold while they're faltering.
Hva er den her?
Quick! Quick! Gah!
No time to waste!
Quick!
Her er det der. Full av blod.
You're Victoria, right?
And who are you?
No one important. Well, it all started like this. I was supposed to bring you some horseshoes, but then...
I'm not interested in any damn horseshoes.
Wait, though. In short, I'm Henry. Black sent me to talk to you. Oh, and so did Martha from Miskovitz. They're worried something happened to you because you vanished all of a sudden. I'll accompany you back home. All right?
I don't want to go back there. Nothing good ever happened to me in that house. I want to stay with my Black. Where is he? Why didn't he come himself?
Because he's lying in the infirmary. But you don't need to worry. He'll be all right soon. I know what happened to you. I was at your house and saw... well, everything. I'm sorry, but this is no solution.
You have no idea what's going on. You don't know me at all.
Then tell me what happened. Maybe I can help you somehow. After all, talking about it will help you feel better.
Psykolog også, han nå.
Things aren't as bad as they seem.
Well, you already know that me and Black used to meet. But he changes his mind like the wind. First he says he wants to be with me, then that he's a soldier of the king and serving him as his priority. There's gossip in the village that I'm the camp whore who'll sleep with anyone for a handful of grain. Whenever I left to go up there, they'd shout at me not to come back. And then I found out that I'm with child.
And Black is the father of your child?
Of course. The villagers think I sleep with half the camp, but it can't be anyone else's but his, as God is my witness.
And that blood on the floor in your house?
I was desperate. I picked some herbs to make a decoction to get rid of it, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I said to myself, I'd rather die with my child than kill it and go on living.
So you cut yourself?
Yes, with a knife. I cut myself once or twice, but once I felt the pain and saw the blood, I came to my senses. I wiped off the blood with an apron and my skirt, but it was everywhere. I couldn't bear to look at it, so I ran away. Here.
Thanks for confiding in me. You've had a difficult time.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Please tell me what you know about my Black.
It's the best if you forgot about it. Kanskje jeg burde gjøre det?
Well, Black has manned up and promised he'll take care of you. That is, both of you.
Really? And I was beginning to worry
Jeg
he'd
burde
forgotten
kanskje
about me.
sagt at du skulle glemme den, men...
Or worse, I've already lost one man in life. If another one left me, I'd think I was cursed.
You aren't. I'm certain. Life is complicated sometimes. That's just the way it is. But it looks like you'll have a happy ending.
I won't have to live hand to mouth anymore and do the worst jobs imaginable. Maybe I'll finally have a family.
I wish you all the best. May God be with you.
And with you too, Henry. Thank you.
Ok, håper de lives up ever after da. Ja. Hva er klokka en game her nå? Bare venter sånn her, så kan jeg være med på det der raid til han fyren. Jeg skal på do.